it's all about just half guard knee shield, right? And just dealing with the knee shield. It's probably one of the biggest pains in the ass to deal with. And across the board, it seems like it's also the biggest struggle that a lot of people have, right? So I'm trying to start it out, very simple and basic. Basically, it's what I start all my guys with, right? With dealing with the knee shield. Everyone's just always trying to smash through it, but we want to take the path of least resistance, right? And the way I teach is just like I've been doing a lot of the ecological dynamics and the CLA approach to training, and it's kind of changed the way I'm starting to approach jiu-jitsu and teaching jiu-jitsu. This is probably actually this main, and this camp's probably the most technical teaching and drilling and instructing that I've actually done this whole year. So again, we're gonna build slowly, then the complexity is gonna come with the basic reactions that we're gonna find, right? One thing at least I try not to, is say this is what I do. Okay, a lot of people will teach that way. To me, it doesn't make sense to teach that way. This is the way I do it, and it should apply to you, right? Like Matt, he's not gonna do shit the way I do because I'm much smaller, much shorter, right? Especially if you got super long legs, you're gonna have slightly different approaches. So there really isn't a right or a wrong way to do things. Just a general idea as to where you should go, what you should do, right? So where's my uki?
Right here.
Oh, there you are. Right, Jen.
Fuck you.
Okay, so first thing, like stuck here, okay, with in half with the knee shield. So one of the first things I'm always going to try to do is get my knee in between his legs and get into like a split squat position, right? So my knee's going to slide through like so, right? So I'm not sitting here trying to cross face and get that grip just yet, okay? I'm chilling out here, okay? I'm going to create the space, take this angle, and just slide my knee through like so, right? So now I can start building up to my knee or my feet, right? I could still just do a hard knee cut, but if you're smaller and the individual on the bottom or the bottom player is bigger, you're gonna have a much more difficult time just solidifying the position and just trying to hit a hard knee cut, right? So don't do that yet, okay? As soon as I split the legs with my knee first, my next task is gonna be getting something in between his legs, okay, to keep this one from coming back in when I go to pass, right? So I already have a part of my body between the legs. Now I have to do something to prevent it from coming back in when I pass, right? So I'm gonna always transition. It's the first thing I tell everyone to do before you do anything is to redirect the knees, right? So when I redirect the knees, I'm gonna go to HQ or headquarters, right? So my left hand's gonna come up. So my foot was here, okay, like almost like I'm on a knee on belly. Left hand's gonna cut the outside of the knee. I bring my left foot close, and then as I stand up, I'm lifting and pushing, okay, the knee, and it naturally just brings my elbow inside. But if he's doing a good job of keeping that there, okay, I'll strip it away, come to put the hand on the knee, and maybe just drop it from here. But my task, as soon as I redirect the knees, is to get the elbow back inside. And I'm creating a wedge by connecting my elbow and my knee, so when I go back and force reverse de la Riva, now I just wedged my whole body between his legs, and this is gonna keep him from being able to re-wedge his knee back inside, right? Because again, my right hand, okay, is gonna stay here to prevent this knee from coming back in. So when I start to pass, this hand is gonna come in, okay, drop, and then go for the pass, okay? Now, when I'm fighting and finishing the knee cut, okay, do not bring the knee straight forward, okay? You bring the knee straight forward, okay, your foot's gonna get caught in quarter guard. Then you have to deal with that quarter guard pass again, or just any kind of guard, right? So everyone will like just beeline it to the seat belt. There's a separation, now my foot's caught, okay? So just like, I fuck up the saying all the time, but an ounce of prevention's worth, yeah, that's it, something cure. Okay, 10 pounds, whatever pound of cure, right? Or you could say kilogram, right? Kilo. Okay, so to prevent it, again, I have the wedge. Okay, as this hand starts to slide in, my knee's gonna point away and my hip's gonna drop right in front of his thigh. Okay, and then from here, I'm gonna build back and get any two parts of my body on his hips, okay? Because every guard pass is gonna deal with three things, okay? Regardless what kind of guard you're passing. Pass the feet, pass the knees, kill the hips, right? If I go straight to side control like this, I'm not killing the hips, and then he's just gonna reinsert that knee, right? Happens all the time, right? So by dropping to my hip, getting two parts of my body on either side of the hip, I'm killing the hips. Make sense? So again, we're here, okay? Hand on the hip, okay? Slide this knee through, okay? Once I get that knee through, I'm gonna come up, almost like I'm gonna get into like a knee on belly position, but with my leg between his legs, okay? My left hand's gonna come to the outside of the knee, step, pummel the arm in. Then I'm gonna slide back, right into like that same knee on belly type of stance. This hand pummels through. As I drop, point the knee away, okay? My foot pummels off. Once I remove my foot, walk the hip back, kill the hip, okay? Make sense? Pretty simple? Questions? All right, let's play. 1, 2, 3. Okay, some of y'all are still going straight to your knees. Don't go to your knees. Drop your hip. Okay, so again, we did all that work, okay, to deal with the knee shield, pass the guard. Now we have to establish the control, right? If you go straight to your knees, again, you create that space right in your hip for that knee to just be reinserted, yeah? But the one thing you'll notice, the majority of the passes are gonna be trying to separate the legs, right? Whenever I'm passing or trying to maintain a position, to make my job easier, I need to try to separate the legs, right? When they're close together, they're much stronger, right? And so what I did earlier when we were dealing with this pass, we were creating a wedge between the legs and separating them. And you could apply the same basic fundamental idea of separating the legs when you're in a leg entanglement and you're having to defend a leg entanglement. Separate the legs, okay? Get your leg out, it's easy, right? The hard part of it is keeping the legs separated, right? But that's gonna be a common theme amongst pretty much any pass I'd show is just keep the legs separated, right? So when I get to the headquarters position here, right? Trying to wedge this arm inside could be problematic, right? Maybe I'm here, I come up, and he's just keeping it tight, and I can't bring this elbow inside, and he's grip fighting that, right? So I'm just gonna come, put my hand right on the top of the knee, right? And then all I'm gonna do is gonna sidestep and push and separate the knees, right? Then this hand is actively pushing, okay? Step, slide. Okay, so again, I'm creating that separation. I'm creating a gap to make my job easier. Again, the closer he keeps those legs, the stronger his position is gonna be. Now, if you were in Rob's class, the very last game that he did, that little eggshell thing, right? Keeping the knees close to the chest, and, you know, with the guard retention game, is hard. It's hard to get around if I don't separate the legs. So again, when I'm here, come up, step, okay? Hook, create that separation. It's very uncomfortable. Right?
Just pass.
So we could turn it into a very dynamic movement when we get here, boom, boom, slip, and just pass right away. But if you notice, I didn't go to my knees, I went to my hip, right? Here, as soon as I pass, I'm trying to kill the hip, yeah? So again, we created the space, wedge that knee in between, right? Come out to the knee on belly, go to headquarters, he's not letting me get that elbow inside, okay? Come to the top of the knee, step, okay? I'm stiff arming that knee, hook, pass. And I'm not leaving one leg hanging. They both come out at the same time. Okay, so we're here, hook, drop, collapse, sit my hip back, elbow down by the hip. Don't land here. He's just gonna hook shot, take my back, and then have to karate chop him in the day.
That's why they come up. I knew better.
Okay, so knowing that I couldn't get that underhook right off the bat, right away, as soon as I drop, my elbow's coming down here, okay, right by the hip, on like killing the forearm here, okay, because here his arm is weak. It's going to be hard for him to get a deep underhook.
Okay. No.
Hands free to just cover his mouth, whatever. Right? So again, we got up to headquarters. Okay? I can't get my hand inside. Hand on top of the knee. I step out, shuffle. Boom. Sit back to the hip. And then kill the hips, get my points.
What are we looking for?
There's a ref.
Oh. Oh shit, someone give it too. Fuck.
There we go. Okay, got my points. Now I can move. Right? Ready to play? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So my left hand is stuffing that arm down, the leg down. Makes it right before I pass.
I'll hit you.
So when I'm here, this hand's coming to the inside. I'm bringing my right shin behind the knee and turning. This hand's pushing down. I'm actively pushing this. Make sense? Yeah.
See, from a theoretical standpoint,
Yeah.
the reason why you pull both legs behind his leg on the pass, you're trying to create tension in him, and then that spring back,
Yep.
you're hopping over.
Yes.
So you're pushing into a point of him to react and taking advantage of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if they're flexible, I'm just going to take the pass. I don't have to rely on that. Right? It's Oscar, come here really quick. So like Oscar's relatively flexible, so I'm here, right? He's not whining and complaining like,
My head's on here, Jay.
right? So when I come here,
My head's live.
right?
My head's
I'm
live.
just gonna start diving and just dive in, right?
Whoa.
I can't wait for that snap because I'm not gonna get the snap, right? So again, so when I'm here, hook, and just drop into it. Don't wait for the snap. But theoretically, I am looking for that snap. It's gonna make the pass that much easier because as I let go of that bottom leg is gonna snap back and give me the space to land. So when I'm doing this on when you do this on someone flexible, right, that can keep the knees close to the chest as you pass, you're gonna have to add an extra step to go to north-south. Make sense?
Thank you.
Yep.
In no-gi,
Yep.
specifically,
Yep.
when you're pushing the other leg away, top knee,
Yep.
in your middle transition and they just shove a hand up, what's your follow-ups do you like to do?
So, it was actually just asked. So, come here real quick.
You just,
So, when I'm here, so when I get here, and I'm doing this, right? So, at the minute, the minute you push, drop. That's, that's it.
I was gonna
So-
whine and complain.
Yeah, so I'm here, then I get the pass. Just drop and sprawl into my hip.
Love it.
Yep.
Would you align the kick off the knee,
Mhm.
get them close?
Yep.
What would you do in that kind of situation just to defend or
Mhm.
protect yourself from stretching?
What do I, as the person on the bottom?
Yeah, for the person bottom, because you're already getting exposed and then
Yeah.
up and up. What?
So defensively, I'm looking to palm both feet between the legs, right? So if Ken's here on me, right? Opens up, okay? So just like what you were doing earlier, right? Hook, bring that foot back. Don't just hold and kick through, he's just gonna pass, right? So I'm gonna come under and bring it back inside, right? If I pull up and kick down, I give him the pass, I scoop up, it's gonna be easier for me to bring the leg in front and square back up. Make sense?
When you have the hips, are you driving your elbow leg to the ground and pinching in, or are you driving your elbow leg into knees?
I'm not using the point of you could use that as a point of reference, but the point of reference should be getting the armpit on top of the arm, as close to the hip as possible, right? Because it's gonna change, like, depending on who you're doing this on. If you use the floor as a point of reference, and you're trying to put that arm on the floor and they got a lot of girth, right, or size, your elbow's not going to go to the floor, and it's going to overcommit your weight to in the opposite direction, and they're just going to reverse you.
Or you're just like pinching in and kind of
So yeah, so point of reference is going to be armpit on top of the forearm.
Is it more strategy to develop person to control your right arm and stand up?
For the bottom person?
Yes.
We could, yeah. I mean, realistically, it just depends on how you want to follow up, or what your goal is on the bottom, right? So just like going back to Rob's class about intention, right? What is going to be your intention as a bottom player, right? Are you looking to square back up? Are you looking to stand up? Are you looking to wrestle up? Okay, or you're just going to go and try to sweep with whatever sweep you're going to try to do, because that intention is going to dictate your grips and the position of your legs, right? So there's 100 things that we can do from that position, right? When they're splitting our legs apart. So it just depends on what your goal is or what your task is going to be. Cool. What else? Okay. So again, clearing the knee shield, right? So dealing with this is going to be this whole class, and we're continuously coming here, trying to get this arm inside, or get the hands on knees, and try to separate, right? So from here, okay, who was here in my main class, or my class in Maine? Okay, so it's going to be very similar, right? So the one thing I have to anticipate especially when we're here in this quarter Z, when I come up, the most common reaction you're going to find is that hand goes right to the ankle, either over or underhooks like so. Okay, so go for the overhook one first. So once we get the overhook, okay, I want to straighten out this leg to remove the hook, push down. My left foot is going to step and come over and high step right over his leg. Make sense? So we could easily just pull this out and just kick and then do that other pass, right? Okay, so why would I pick one over the other? Okay, because if he's super flexible, right, and he can keep this knee close to his chest, it's gonna make that knee cut harder. So when I go to establish either side control or north-south, that shin's always gonna be in the way, right? So, Oscar, come on. So when I'm here, okay, I establish boom, I go to hit the knee cut, that knee's still in front, right? And that space that I'm maintaining and creating with that top knee is gonna make it harder for me to establish a side control and force me to go to north-south, right? So, which is not bad, but my goal is to get the side control, right? So when he's here, he has my ankle, reverse that, Eva. No, so over here, yeah. Here, okay, I straighten out the leg to remove the hook, step, and high step right over the thigh. Make sense? Questions?
Question.
Yes.
Do you ever get off balance bottom time when you step?
So, yes and no, right? The overhook grip that he's using, no.
Okay.
Underhook, which we'll do next, yes. And then we'll address that too. Yep.
Okay.
Cool? One more time. So we're here, go up to headquarters, straight, step, go right into knee on belly. Yeah? Let's play, 1, 2, 3. So we were dealing with the overhook, right? Now we have to deal with the underhook grip here, right? So this is gonna be the harder one to deal with, right? So again, I'm still gonna straighten out this leg here, okay? Now, this is when I'm gonna start engaging my hands now, right? So I could just come here, peel, right? And then I'm gonna step back, bring this leg through, and then remove that hook, right? It's a lot of steps to just deal with one arm, okay? What ends up happening is, it ends up squaring them back in front of us, and then I have to do all this work again. But the one thing I see a lot of people doing when we do this drill is they peel from the outside, okay? I'm gonna switch my grips, rotate my foot, peel from the inside between his legs here, okay? This leg's gonna come in front of the thigh, high step, and go to north-south. Make sense? It makes the biggest world of difference stripping the grip from the outside of the thigh versus the inside, okay? So when I'm here, again, he has it tight, I switch my posts. My leg comes right next to, my left leg comes to my right, I pull this up, high step through, check the knees, okay? Okay, that's the real smother tap. Yeah? Come on. So again, one more time, he's got the hook. I switch the grip, strip, high step, north-south. Set. Want me to dance with him?
Yeah. I mean, I said can you turn, but yeah.
All right.
She's trying to kick your ass.
Okay.
Your shorts aren't short enough, Jade.
Don't do that one underneath there. Don't do that. Jay, I'm not Paul.
Well, now I didn't see it.
Make sense? Yep. Anybody see it again? One more time. All right, one more time. Boom, switch, strip, boom. Wow. Cool. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Questions? Yes. So when I'm here, right, I switch, I step here, let's turn. So when I'm here, my foot's facing here, I'm grabbing at the pinky, the thumb, pulling up here. Grabbing up. Yeah. And step through. Makes sense? Yep.
What if he goes opposite leg than you go? From reverse it.
What's that?
So instead of grabbing out the view.
Oh, so you're saying from here, instead of underhooking this, he underhooks this?
Yeah, like you see the strike check going for an next card or something.
Yeah. Keep the legs separated. Always. So one thing, like, that'll also help the whole idea of keep the legs separated. Say it's with berimbolos. Somebody tries to do kiss of the dragon, a berimbolo, gi or no gi. Keep the legs separated. That stops every inversion. Right, that's it. I'm here. Tries to invert. It's hard. Makes sense. So even like they're going to X, they're trying hard to go to X. Right here.
You can do it.
Damn it! High step, high step, high step. Keep the legs separated. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
We were kind of playing with, is it possible to like do leg entanglements from there? Do you like to? Do you recommend against it?
So,
It seemed like there were some possibilities for it.
okay. As much as I love leg locks, okay? If you're in a position to pass, okay, always take that, okay? Get in a stronger, dominant position first, okay? Especially in competition, right? Fuck, how long ago was it? Yeah, a few years ago, had a guy winning. Like 30 seconds left, sits back for a straight ankle lock. Guy, opponent comes up. I was gonna throw something at him. He was going for the straight ankle lock. Lost 2 points. The guy got 2 points. They were tied. The other guy had an advantage. Right? So it's my biggest pet peeve is when it's that close and you sit back for a leg lock when you should be passing, dude, I'm like, you won't hear the end of it.
Like you did this year at Master
Hey,
Shots fired.
I owned up to it. All right. But yeah, so then I made that mistake. I went against my own my better judgment, and I jumped for a leg lock. Ended up getting in a shootout, and I lost the shootout. Right. So when you're in the top dominant position, I will always err to the side of caution. Get the pass points, get on top, stay on top. Right? So don't try to get into a magazine or a highlight reel. Just beat the dog piss out of them. That's it. That's always going to be my rule of thumb. What else? Good? Okay. So, we got time. Okay. So yeah, we're going back. We split. Boom. Okay. I tried coming up for headquarters. Very difficult. Yeah. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start pressuring on this knee, or start attacking this knee, right? The knee shift. So I could teach a whole other class on just dealing with the knee shield here in this flattened out position, but I wanted to have this class make it as easy as possible clearing this knee shield. And the easiest way to do that is to just go straight to headquarters, right? So from here, I want to pin the hand however you want. It doesn't matter if it's here or here. You're going to staple it, right? I'm going to fight. I'm going to try to fight for the underhook. If I can't get the underhook, I just want to hug the back, and I want to start driving pressure here, right? Start walking. Okay, so his knees are both, his bottom knees off the floor. Okay, so with Ken, he doesn't have a lot of mobility or flexibility here, so he's very uncomfortable, right? So from here, I'm gonna rotate my knee outward, pummel, okay, and then drop the knee in front of his thigh here, and then pressure in. This hand's gonna cross face, and I'm gonna connect my hands behind his head here. And then I'm gonna start walking towards his head while I'm driving my knee into his hip. And just let it pass. Make sense? It's the one pressure pass we're doing today, right? And this would probably be more applicable to someone that's super mobile or hypermobile and is comfortable with this knee up there. Right? Awesome.
Jane, can you try?
Yeah. So, again, when I'm here, staple, right? Hug. So I'm here, I start pressuring. See, he's comfortable here. Get my head, boom. Pass. Okay, once I get my knee in front of that bottom thigh, connect my hands around the shoulder, okay? And I start walking until I feel that knee past my hip, and then I come back. Make sense? Pretty simple? Keep that pressure, yeah? The higher you walk, or the higher you bring their knee to their head, the harder it's gonna be for them to hold that knee up there, unless they're super mobile, right? Questions? Let's go, 1, 2, 3. Questions?
That was a great pass. Like,
So, this came up a couple times, okay? So, this is very, very possible, especially if someone's got long legs and they still are able to keep their feet crossed, right? So, we're here, okay? I'm pulling in, right? He's got his feet crossed. I'm gonna take my right knee, I'm gonna drive it down. Curl my leg, okay? So, turn around. So I'm here, drive my knee, okay? All I'm gonna do is pressure forward into the top knee, and then drive my knee forward, pass. We need to mic that. Yeah. Make sense, guys? Cool. Any questions over anything we went over today? Or just dealing with the knee shield in general? Good? Yeah. Sure?
You're an effective teacher.
Must be. So, yes.
I personally use my head to
Yeah.
their job.
Mhm.
Any issues with that?
Nope. None at all. I just most of my guys are much taller than me. So trying to get my head next to their head is hard. But if I can, I'm definitely gonna use that. So, if I'm here, separate, use my head. Pass. I always. What else? Good?
Oh, Jay, we have a question over here. Can you use shin lock on him, please?
Fuck
What?
you.
No.
No lock?
Shin lock.
Oh, shin lock.
That's,
Yes.
hey, that's
Yes.
business moves. No.
Okay, so if you were here from Turtle, yeah. Come here.
No, Jay, no, my shit hurts. No.
Come here, Ken.
No! It's not the move. This is not the technique of the day.
It's still with the from. No, it's still from shin knee shield.
Fuck you.
Okay. So basically, when I'm trying to, he's got his knee shield in. I'm trying to bring this knee through, right? So if I can't get that knee through here, okay, I'm gonna start opening it here towards his shin, right? So I'm here. Sorry, I'm here. I'm trying to get the knee through. I can't get the knee through. Okay, my hand goes to the shin. I turn, and then I turn.
I don't like it. This one hurts.
This hand's gonna push. I'm gonna drop my shin on his shin. Tap, 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 hey.
Fuck, that shit hurts.
Yeah.
Jay, can we just get a different angle?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Okay. So, again, right here. Okay. To the shin. Open. Then I start dropping my shin over his shin. Okay, this hand's gonna come to the toe, the big toe. Tap, 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 tap. Drop. Or, oh, okay, tap. Jay. Ow, tap. Okay.
No, bullshit. Get your ass in here. Fuck you. I'm out. I tap out.
Cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for coming to Arizona. Thank you for coming to camp.